Python. So I created this one. So from these projects, what are the things I learned? I learned so many new concepts, mostly the dynamic things, dynamic legends, and so this much only. And I would like to thank my team. So in I just whenever I communicate with my team, I really improve my communication, and I'm also still trying to improve my communication. Yeah, that was it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Cool. So, little bit of observations that I would like to share. Good attempt. But yes, this you have to speak in front of people. So I know that that butterfly is there in your stomach. That's the reason. Even after discussions and everything, many things you forgot to tell. But that's fine. That's totally fine. But yes, this is what happens during the time of interview. Also, that there are things which are in your mind. It's not that you have not done these things, but when it comes to explanation, you forget most of the things. And then the
Yes.
recruiter thinks that you don't know. Okay. And then they reject you. So this is the gap we will have to bridge. Okay. We will have to ensure that whatever things that are going on in my mind, I should have the ability to express that through my words as well. Okay. And explaining in through words doesn't mean that after that, then after that. It's not like steps 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a
Yeah.
story. Okay. When it's a story, it should be through the articulation, through the phrases that you are using. It should go in a flow, that how things came in, the requirement gathering, how it had happened, how the data modeling you have done, and then what's the progress looks like. So do not try to avoid. I think I gave you this feedback before as well.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of after that's and a lot of fillers. What are fillers? So what happens after one word you are taking two so that what happens it creates a noise when you are speaking. Okay. And it actually depicts that you are not confident. Okay. Because when we use fillers, I've also had this filler problem a lot because we do not speak in English since our childhood, right? And when suddenly, all of a sudden, if you have to communicate in English, then you tend to think what should be my next word. And most of the time, we think in our vernaculars and try to translate that in English. So that becomes a challenge once again. So everything we cannot think in Hindi or in our vernaculars and try to translate that in English, it becomes a difficult part. So little bit of practice is required. Please read newspapers every day loudly. I don't know how many people are doing it. Uh, that will actually help you to solve this problem.
Okay,
Okay.
and one more thing, so like for example, sometimes we miss some of the topics, right? Means for that, what can you do? Like we can create a document and we just follow that
Following
document
a
in.
script is not easy. Means if you create a document, it will you will be dependent on that document. So what I'll
Yes.
say, try to keep try to maintain that script in your memory itself. Okay, because if you something which is in front of you, you'll be dependent. अच्छा भूल गया तो देख लूंगा. No, that should not happen. भूल गया तो याद करूंगा. So that script should be there in your memory. Okay. So practice little by little. Break it into multiple parts and practice in that way, speaking to people. Okay. When you guys are connecting, you are discussing about multiple topics, maybe. Also take one of this portion that from now, let's try to explain our project in a better way. Okay. So, and try to help each
That
other. If anyone is struggling,
that would be
tell that here is a mistake. Yes.
more helpful for everyone also.
Okay. Another thing, terminologies of agile can be a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Retrospective is a tongue twister. Okay. So it should not happen like कुछ भी बोल दिया. No, this will happen with you today. Okay. So that's
Retrospective.
so pronounce it properly. Okay. And practice. Okay. Blocker, scrum call, sprint plan. Many things you could have talked. I will tell at the end how it should look like. Let me go to some other person and see. And maintain that time frame 2.5 minutes on your window, on your laptop. You can open clock. When you open clock, you will get timers over there. Press the timer when you start speaking. Press that timer and check that timer when you are speaking so that within that 2.5 minutes, you can complete all the things. Ravi, you took more than 3 minutes. Uh, so we will have to keep within that time frame That's the challenge. See, there is nothing bad if you speak more than 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, but that is that challenge in your brain I want to feed, so that during challenging situations, your brain starts operating in the right way. Okay, so let's move to Vaibhav. Hey Vaibhav, may I have your review and retro?